Good morning. I'm Wendy Go, Teachers College, Columbia University. I have a question about young faculty members. Do you have any advice for young faculty members who are embarking on their career? How can they embrace this in their planning and moving in the right direction? Your thoughts, please.
First. We run induction for all new staff at Chinese U, and as I get older, I get into the sort of SAGE mode. And it is a research-intensive university, so I'm very keen on saying to people, get your GRF, in other words, General Research Fund planning in train. Don't neglect your research, discipline research at this university, because at Chinese U that would be suicide. You won't get another contract. So having said that though, I say, look, you've got to be smart, and if you're going to be scholarly, then you should be scholarly in everything that you do. So you scholarly in teaching and learning as well as in research. And that's again, that's why I trot out that slide that shows that you're more likely to get promotion, another contract, and all the rest of it if you can show that you're doing something in teaching and learning. And we encourage people to set up projects. All new staff at Chinese U, or at least assistant professor and below, are required to do a professional development course. And as part of that course, they need to do a reflective piece. And we sort of say, well, look, if you're going to need to do this anyway, why not turn it into a small project and look at some aspect either of your teaching, and maybe that might be technology. It may not be. It might be just setting up peer assessment. It doesn't have to have technology, but inevitably, or usually it does. So I think it's balanced advice, but the key sort of advice is being scholarly. It's not about using technology or not using technology. It's about being scholarly about the way you go about teaching and learning. And I think, as Philip just said, Alex, sorry, said a minute or two ago, that basically, it's inevitable that we're going to have technology around us. And so I think that things have changed. Also, I think the final point is that I think it's very difficult for new staff. If I look at what's required to get a job at Chinese U and B, a second contract at Chinese U, it's really tough. The expectation levels are really high, and I think those of us who are at the other end of career need to try and support these young people in what is a much harder endeavour than it was for us.
We're turning into she said instead of he said, she said. Although I definitely agree in the scholarly approach, and we also encourage people to publish on what they're learning with their teaching innovations. My approach, in particular, with working with any teachers that are new to technology, not necessarily new teachers themselves, is have fun. It's okay to do a little bit. Try it more than once, and the students will forgive you. I say that, it sounds funny here, but we all have feedback, evaluation. I can't tell you how many 100 times I've heard teachers say, I'm afraid this will negatively affect my student evaluations. I was just talking to a teacher the other day about it. Of the teachers that I've worked with on projects that we've then looked at the evaluations later, I have yet in almost 10 years working in e-learning to see them actually have their scores drop. They go up or stay the same. And the written comments are often about how they liked something. Students forgive you when something doesn't work if you're honest that you're trying it out for their benefit. It's a way to connect and communicate with them. The vision that you have to be a whiz at e-learning is a myth. The idea that you have to have the entire course e-learning and it's comprehensive is a myth. Some of the best uses of technology we've seen, or that have been multiple $1 million of YouTube videos, have been teachers' first try course concepts. So it's not that it has to be thorough. It's not that you have to spend many, many hours on it and get a grant and hire a person that you supervise. You can try an online debate